I mean, it's only right we start off with Cistern, of course. Everyone's favourite Tomb Raider 1 level. This is by a runner iCore. And this is a glitchless run. A glitchless run. Actually, the world record, which is pretty insane. Standard block pulling, just falls all the way down, no regard. No regard for anything there, just falls right down. Curious to see what route's taken here. Straight for the key? That's interesting. Has not flooded anything yet. I know in the glitched run you rush for flooding the area. Already just... Look at that, that is such a bit of finesse. Keeps him perfectly lined up with the jump there. That is so cool. Should be a Pierre now? Or maybe, yeah, there he is. I was wondering if he maybe didn't spawn because he spawns in the lever room where you drain the area. Can you make that? Look at that jump. That skips the entire room. That looks really tricky. Of such a precise jump. Okay. What now? Okay. That jump was so good though. Oh my word. Look at this one. There's just so many of these new jumps with modern controls. Look at this. That was never ever possible. The modern controls have added new life and brought new routes and techniques to speedrunning in Tomb Raider. Gonna use the roll there, yep. Cancel the stumble animation. Nice. I mean, already, is that like half the level done? It's already pretty insane. Gonna flood it now. Nice pace. Pierre, spawn here now. No Pierre? Is that because he's still alive in the other room? That could be why. Nice, look at that. Uses a swan dive there. Such good technique. I remember when the remasters first came out and that key was basically invisible and they had to patch all the keys. Just the level of technique involved in this run. Okay. Yeah, just pulls the lever. Doesn't bother going up for air. There's Pierre. Okay. So yeah, he mustn't spawn in the flooding chamber because he's still alive in that other room. Grabbing the final key here. I mean, how many of you have attempted Cistern and, you know, an hour or two in, you just have no idea what you're doing. You're completely lost. Icar just not even using any glitches. 5 minutes. That's all the keys. Just gonna go and finish the level now, I think. Does he kill the gorilla here? No, what's the point? I was thinking maybe one shotgun shot. Nice, even uses the grab cancel there for a little bit more distance. See if the lions get in the way here. No. That is it. That's insane. 5 minutes, 24 seconds on the level of the Cistern. Absolutely insane. Such a good run. The levels of techniques and little jumps there was super impressive. Okay, let's head over to Opera House. This is a run by a runner called Hassie, or Hazzy. This is a glitched run. And we all know Opera House has an absolutely insane level. A lot of backtracking, super twisty, and a lot of hidden or inconspicuous areas that you need to revisit. But I mean, look, already making ridiculous pace on this first section here. The modern controls just make it look so smooth. It feels like everything is just easier, quicker. Is that possible? Wow, is that always a possible jump? I never knew that was possible. Is that a modern control thing? I don't know. Did actually pick up the key though. I know it is possible to pass through this door without using a key. I wonder if that's something to do with the modern controls, where it can only be done on Classic. I think that's the case. Should do a backflip. Yep. Nice little shortcut. Uses the animation cancel with the flare. Nice. The animation cancel, if you throw the flare as you hit the ground when you're meant to stumble, Lara will not stumble, she'll instead throw the flare and you can continue running. Look at that, that's an amazing shortcut. Straight down, roll, and then cancel the grab to lunge Lara forward like that. Obviously this is where the gold secret is, not bothered about that. This is a speed run. Already in the Opera House. An insane strafe jump. Now this can be done on tank controls, but not that deep and not that effective compared to modern. That is... I've not seen this jump done on modern before. That's insane. I mean, look at it. That's basically Opera House completed already. We haven't even started. 2 minutes. Just crazy the manipulation people have managed to find of these levels. Another flare cancel. I mean... If you turned away and then looked back, the level is already done. That's so crazy. 2 minutes 23 for Opera House to be completed. That is remarkable. Really good run. Okay, now here's the final one. A run by Sean Chia, I think it's pronounced. I'll leave a link to all of these runs down in the description, of course. And of course, we are on the level of Aldwych, everyone's favourite level from Tomb Raider 3. First thing to note here is tank controls are being used, which is an interesting choice. I can only assume there are some glitches on Aldwych that do not work in modern controls and only work in tank, and that's why tank controls have been chosen here. Run through as normal. Where's Lara going here? Okay, I see. Straight to the ticket barrier. Obviously, a ticket is required, typically. I mean, if you've actually played this level normally, you'll know this is about 2 hours into the level that you can legitimately get through this ticket barrier. It's going to use a flare bug to just phase through the wall. So picking up the flare pushes Lara and embeds her into the ticket machine a little bit more, just enough to push her back throughout the other side of the barrier. But yeah, this is, as I say, usually around 2 hours of the level here. Little mistake there. Should have dropped down immediately. Gonna use the crouch bug. Yeah, so typically you need to open that with, I think, a key. If you crouch in the corner, Lara can actually end up on the top of it in the train. Interesting maneuver there with the inventory. I'm not sure if that's necessary. Wait, is that done already? It's already done. 1 minute 56. That's quicker than Opera House, and we're talking about Aldwych. Like you see this, and he runs through, and it's already done. These runners make the longest levels, the most difficult levels from classic Tomb Raider, look like a walk in the park. That is absolutely ridiculous. Them runs are insane.